We're going to be on Facebook Live again. Travis Wilson, yours truly, Jim Hughes. Oxford Wildcats taking on Clarkston the Wolves. Tell me more.
Got a big game.
It's homecoming.
Yeah.
And I tell you, Oxford comes into it 1-3, everything to win.
Yes.
Clarkston's at 2-2, but we are getting statistics out of Clarkston. Maybe they're not as playing as they have before.
Yeah.
Oxford might have a standing chance here. We are live tonight on the Oxford Community Television YouTube page.
Awesome.
Well, obviously, if you're seeing this, you're seeing it live.
Of course.
Don't turn the channel. Call your friends. Pop some popcorn. It is going to be a brouhaha fight here at the Oxford Stadium. Dan Zweiss, Jebediah Calhoun, Joel Hollywood Calhoun, Marissa Hruska, Travis Wilson, Jim Hughes. We're going to bring it to you live tonight. Stay there. Don't go away. Anyways, we are going to be live here for a few minutes on my Facebook here. And
Good evening and welcome to Wildcat Stadium on the campus of Oxford High School for tonight's homecoming game between the visiting Clarkston Wolves and your Oxford Wildcats. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's welcome our Oxford Wildcat Marching Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the field, your 2023 Oxford Wildcat Marching Band. The Wildcat Band is under leadership of Drum Major Sarah Gibbons, Senior Drum Major Madison McGuire, Senior Drum Major Allison Heck, and Senior Drum Major Joshua Curtis. And now, get up on your feet and join the band in the Wildcat Fight Song.
I just know that it's going to be my last time. I'm just going to put everything into it.
It's everything to me. I've played football for about 11 years of my life now. I'm ready to show out for the season. Grit just means getting better every single play, no matter what it is.
Grit to me is just everybody brings the intensity. We're all passionate to play the game. I mean, it's the game we've loved to play since we were little.
It means everything. Growing up, you come to game Friday night, especially at RGW football, and you see everybody You see the bigger kids playing, so you want to be like that.
Describe this team in one word, it'd be hardworking.
Family,
Togetherness.
grit,
Brotherhood. Showing them what the work we've put in, it's just big to all of us.
biggest goal for this year is just wins. I want to bring wins to this community.
I just know that it's going to be my last time. I'm just going to put everything into it.
It's everything to me. I've played football for about 11 years of my life now. I'm ready to show out for this season. Grit just means getting better every single play, no matter what it is.
Grit to me is just everybody brings the intensity. We're all passionate to play the game. I mean, it's the game we've loved to play since we were little.
It means everything. Growing up, you come to the game Friday night, especially RGW football, and you see everybody, you see the bigger kids playing, so you want to be like that.
Describe this team in one word, it'd be hardworking.
Family,
Togetherness.
grit,
Brotherhood. Showing them what the work we've put in, it's just big to all of us.
biggest goal for this year is just wins. I want to bring wins to this community.
And now we would ask that you remain standing. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Marching band who's definitely put in a day today. They had to be part of the parade, march up the hill, play the Oxford fight song and the national anthem. These young gentlemen and women in the band, they deserve your round of applause. And we are definitely going to bring this game to you live tonight on the Oxford Community Television website, YouTube. Want to thank again some of our sponsors. Let's do that right away. We want to thank our friends at the Detroit Wing Company. Pick up your entire tailgate at the Detroit Wing Company, helping us bring you football. Also part of tonight's celebration and sponsorship, Barron Industries. Oxford Community Television pairing up with Barron Industries. Have a happy 100 years old, and they are definitely helping you bring football to Oxford, bringing it live on YouTube. And our good friends at the Oxford Bank, who have a booth set up here tonight. Our friends at the Oxford Bank, your hometown bank, the Oxford Bank.
Wildcats as we get underway here at Wildcat Stadium. Thank you so much for joining us on OCTV live stream. And of course, he puts it in the back.
Jake Gainey's kick is in the end zone. Clarkston, 1st and 10.
Clarkston's going to come out and take over, or to come out for their first series of the game, starting off at the 20-yard line. A little bit of an underpowered team compared to last year. Last year they were averaging about 38 points a game. Right now they're right around the 19 mark and allowing around 15, almost 16 points a game.
Okay, the offensive charge begins with the Clarkston Wolves out of the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, it's number 10 with the ball. He rolls out to the left end, gets the pass off successfully. Is that number 9, I believe, right?
Number 8
Collins pass is complete.
Colin Portman. Portman for about a 5-yard gain, would you call it?
Yeah, call it
Knocked out of bounds by Johnson. Second down.
You're going to see a lot of RPO, going to see a lot of that where they roll out and try to dink and dunk, but then they'll come back over the top and go deep on it.
Second down right now and about, I guess I'll call it maybe 6. Is it 6? Yeah. Out of the shotgun, Brady Collins, is that right?
Yes.
Collins, he has a man in motion, hands off to number 5. Gets stopped up by Oxford.
Great job, Luke Johnson. Way to follow the play.
Johnson picked up a good play with Desmond Stevens on that. As you called that one.
Yes.
That'll be 3rd down and really not bad. I think almost a loss there.
Yeah, if you can make it back to the line, it's very close.
Well, that's one thing we always know it's 3rd down when JR says that. Out of the shotgun once again. He's got a man, 3 men out. He's the 1 left, 2 left, and 4 men out, I should say. Going to the air, and that'll be overthrown. And that should take him to a 4th down already.
Brody Poston, last year as a junior, he
down.
had, I think it was 12 D1 offers. He's going to be one of Brady Collins' top targets. So great to see Oxford come out in the first series, smack him around a little bit, and force a punt. Owen Pavlock, I believe, back to take the punt here. He calls fair catch. He will take that.
Jackson's kick.
Start our first offensive
Fair caught
series
by
at
O'Neal.
the 40. Called the
Wildcat
46
first
yard
down.
line.
Oxford will get a chance to go offensively right now. Great to have you along with us on OCTV. Again, thank you for stopping by. Happy to bring these to you on YouTube Live. Travis Wilson, Jim Hughes with you, and a full array of Oxford Community Television employees. Out over center, of course, Jack Hendricks. Hendricks hands off to, of course, number
It's going to be 20, Chuck
20.
McConey.
McConey.
Yeah, Charles
We've been
McConey.
using a lot of McConey lately.
We did. Last week he was heavily involved, especially towards the end of the game there.
Not real, maybe a gain of 2, if that.
On the stop, second down.
2-yard gain on that one. Cats got the ball back, but they held a great first possession defensively against the Wolves. Read that one play on the right out of the gate. Second and about 8 right now.
Handoff to Pavlock around the
Pavlock's going to
edge.
get about first, and he does pick up the first down. Pavlock gets the first down. And the chain gang will move up.
Linebacker on the tackle. But that'll be a Wildcat first down.
Big game tonight, obviously, for Oxford. They need to get a W. I mean, every night's a big game, but again, coming off of that loss with the Highlanders, if they want any chance in contention in the OAA Red, they definitely want to make sure they stay competitive.
Clarkston's last 2 wins were against OAA Red teams, so they are 2-0 in the OAA Red.
Hendricks hands off to, is it McConey again?
It is.
McConey gets about a 5-yard, and he gets it the hard way right up the middle with a bunch of Wolves on him. It should bring up about 3rd down and still about 5 or 6.
Yeah, I see Luke Johnson down on the sidelines. It's just probably something that they're trying to show a little different look. Luke was on the field, I think it was for 98% of the offensive snaps last week.
Yes.
So for them to show McConey out there, they're not really sure what's going to happen.
Maybe bring
Pass,
Johnson in
run.
as a surprise.
Yes, exactly.
Hendricks over center, 2 in the backfield. Toss out to McConey again. McConey gets maybe a yard gain on that.
McConey, the ball carrier.
And that should bring up about
Brought down by Denver.
3rd down. Johnson checking back into the game, along with, of course, Owen Pavlock. McConey checks out. Big game for Oxford tonight. The Wolves come in with 91 players. Oxford's got 77.
Yeah, they have
I think
quite a
Dan
team.
and I counted like 21 quarterbacks. I'm just saying. Out of the shotgun, Hendricks looks for the air. He grabs onto it. He hands it off to Johnson. Johnson will get stopped up, and it will be.
Still turning.
He'll be
those legs.
denied just short of the first down.
Looks like about a yard and a half, maybe 2 yards short on that. Great to see a nice short little completion from Jack.
On the reception.
And that'll be 4th down in a matter of 2.
Fourth down.
Wow, big call here. Coach is probably going to send the punt team out. I don't know.
Jack was 14.
We got Katie out there, so you don't want to give it up too soon.
Yeah.
I mean, smart call. I mean, some of them Dan Campbell calls, I don't know, man.
Definitely aggressive on the offensive side.
And we are going to try to pick it.
Yeah, you'll see both Katie brothers there lined up as tight ends on the left side of that formation. They're going to hand off to Johnson.
And he'll pick up the
He's
first
gonna
down.
push
Johnson
through.
gets it.
Absolutely.
Johnson will pick
perfect.
up the first down on the 4th and 2.
Johnson with 14 rush attempts last week. Kid's a bruiser, man.
And
Either-
the Cats showing their hand early. Showing that they're not afraid to. They really taking chances doesn't going to hurt them.
Right, Jim, you're not wrong, especially against this Clarkston team that's hungry for a win, but we are definitely chomping at the bit for
Hendricks
a win
got
here.
another 4 to play with here. He hands it off to McConey. McConey back in. Oh, no, actually,
Wide open.
fake out. And that'll be a fake out. It even faked me out. It was a pass to number 9.
Yeah. Great little zip motion from
Jake
Brody
Champagne.
Moore and
Jake
Jake
Champagne.
Champagne. Yeah.
They,
That's going to bring,
I thought McConey had it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable stuff there. Big plays by Oxford early on. Probably surprising. Look, the Clarkston side looking befuddled almost right now.
Yeah, 19-yard gain there. Great
Hendricks over center, 2 in the backfield, hands off to Johnson, and he'll get stopped up by a bunch of Wolves in the middle.
McConey is the ball carrier.
Oh, McConey.
Oh, they did switch it out. Yeah, so McConey there with about a 2-yard gain maybe, call it.
And that should probably be, what, 2nd and 8, and they are marching down to the goal.
There, it's going to be.
It's going to be, like I said, hard knock Oxford football going on tonight if you want to beat this Clarkston team. Hendricks over center, one in the backfield. He's got 3 wide, 2 on the far right. Looking for the air, looking for the air. He's passing it. It'll get caught, and he'll get brought down, but he'll get a first down.
That is a first down. One of the Katie Brothers, that's Jay Katie.
Number 13 on the catch over in Pavlock.
Pavlock, yes. Katie got hurt. He was trying to come, it looked like maybe a little out route, and got his feet tangled up with.
Checking back in, number 48, Ian Jones. Checking back in, Drew Katie.
And Dean Rice also checking back in. Wouldn't be surprised to see going to the field side with your tight ends of the opposite. Let's see how
on a recovery from a 4th and 2 could bring them right into the end zone here. And they'll get blown for
too many men on the field.
Too many men. That's not a good penalty to have there.
Guess. Nope, it was timeout. Okay.
Timeout. Katie Brothers rocking out together.
Yeah.
We're going to do a sponsorship here right now. I want to thank our good friends at the Detroit Wing Company. Detroit Wing Company, pick up your entire tailgate at the Detroit Wing Company at M24 and Drainer Road. Also want to thank our friends from Barron Industries, turning 100 years this year, and they helped us out with bringing you Oxford football. And if you need a bank and you need a hometown bank, I know I go to Oxford Bank. Oxford Bank helping you with football right here tonight. These 3 sponsors are helping us bring all these games to you when we go on the road. Thank you so much.
They just clinched the OAA championship for this season.
Then at the end of the quarter, you play the video. We're doing pretty good. Once again, everybody, it's homecoming night this year in Oxford, and you can always detect a little bit more excitement. Jebediah had the heck of a run. He got to cover the parade, run up the hill, make it here to the booth. You ever thought about track, Jebediah? Huh?
I don't have the lungs for it.
But he made it up here. We got to hand it out to Jeb and Joe. Hand off, and that player will get upended right before he even gets the ball. Number 20, Chuck McConey.
McConey with a 2-yard loss.
McConey got leveled right when he got it.
Yeah.
Down deep in the red zone right now. There should be no reason why they can't go in.
Ian Jones checking back in. They have ran a little dump to him. Just a play action where it's going to the field side and he leaks out weak side, which you may or may not see here. He's a fullback / tight end for us.
And they're looking at Hendricks over center, hands it off to
McConey again.
McConey is getting upended right there.
Yeah.
That's going to be 3rd down. Wow. Do you kick it for 3 or do you go for the 7 or 6?
Well, with it being 3rd down, I think we obviously keep offensive on the field.
Brody Moore checking in, number 42, wearing that number proud this year.
Yeah. Eli Carpenter coming off the field. He saw a few offensive and defensive snaps last week.
Cats came right out of the gate. They were at 4th and 2 at about the 30 and decided to go for it and got the first down. Over center, Hendricks. Looking for the air,
Wide
plenty
open.
of time, and it is caught. Oxford touchdown. We got it.
Great job. Great play action. Love the play call. That was Brody Moore on the touchdown. He came across the backside of the formation there. Started on that weak side or right side of that formation. Was able to sneak in behind the safeties and was wide open. Looked at Jack, and Jack never looked back. Put the ball right in his hands. Oxford on the ball, or on the scoreboard first with 6, and the extra point from our version of Jason Hansen. Jay Katie on the extra point. He's hurt. You can tell. He's coming off the field pretty slow. And he is gritting it out, though.
How many yards? About a 20? No, about 10. About 10. 4 or 5?
Clarkston is coached by Justin Pintar. He's been their head coach for, I believe this is his second or third season, but he was on the coaching staff since 2015. So he's no slouch to Clarkston Wolves atmosphere, if you will. He's done a pretty darn good job putting these players in great positions. One, not only to get looked at by future playing opportunities, but also at the high school level. Some phenomenal football players coming out of there.
It's pretty loud up here
This
tonight.
atmosphere is amazing. I can't get enough of it.
What? What? Yeah. Big game tonight. They're going to kick off. Oxford's going to kick off again to Clarkston. 7-0 right now. And a very big offensive charge.
Look at that ball is almost through the uprights.
Jake Gady's kick ended up in Lapeer.
We caught up with Mr. Cady and Grandpa Cady. I don't know what his name is, but we talked to them today, and they play. I guess they played last night too, some soccer here. The Cady brothers were here playing soccer.
And Oxford handed Clarkston their first loss
In
of
soccer.
the season.
And the
Yeah,
Cady brothers,
so-
wouldn't that would be a stat right there. Cady brothers in town for both of us. Well, we had a long way to go. Amazing stuff there. Anyways, Clarkston's going to go on the offense once again. Hands off. We got flags in the air.
Stevens.
And that might be
on the
against
carry.
Oxford.
Hopefully it's a hold, and it brings this
It might be holding, yeah, again.
22-yard gain.
It looked like it was thrown in the backfield of Clarkston.
It was. You're right. So Desmond Stevens on the carry.
It will be they'll probably decline it if it is against Oxford. Obviously, they got about a 10-yard gain there. But I think it might be coming back. Again, that flag flew into the backfield, and they are walking it off. We'll find out what it is.
As a illegal shift.
Illegal shift. And that should be about 10.
So they're going to
First and about a 10-yard penalty, right?
They're going to negate that 24-yard scamper by Stevens and march it back 5 yards and replay first down.
What is going on? And they get marched back. The Cats hold them, and now they're first and about what, 15?
5 wide.
Out of the
Collins.
shotgun.
It's going to be a quarterback draw.
And they are going to drop. Johnson's going to drop him right at the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Minimal gain there, if any at all. Luke Johnson in on the tackle. Last week he had 4.5 tackles and 1 sack.
Oxford defense still out there doing what they are doing, playing some hard knock football right now. Checking out number, I think that was 55. And that's the only guy we don't have on their roster.
Got 5 seconds to snap the ball. See if they get it off in time, which they do.
And they do get it off in time, looking for the air. Caught by number 88.
88, Brody Cosin.
And that'll be a first down for Clarkston in their first forward motion since they took offense even before.
Yeah, if you remember from last week, we kept Adams' offense practically off the field, and they did march the ball down a little bit on us that first half. Then second half, it almost seemed like they were playing with us in the first half.
Out of the shotgun, number 10, I believe, Brady. Is that? There he is. He's looking for the air to go again. He's got many minutes. He's going to take it up in the middle. He'll get stopped but he'll get the first down.
Yeah, Dean Rice in on the tackle there, along with Sean Wilson.
Collins on the run, and I thought that was a first down. Second and about inches, I guess. Brady Collins out of the shotgun.
Trips to his right.
3 this side, 1 on the far left, and they will call, might be offsides Oxford. Ball started Clarkston. They're going to back themselves up again. I tell you, that happened last week. If you remember, Rochester was hurting themselves penalty-wise. Rolling you through the first quarter of action here. The Cats lead it by 7 to nothing. And right now, again, we're back to live action right now. Out of the shotgun, number 10, Brady Collins. Brady Collins has got 3 this side, 1 on the far left. Hands off for up the middle.
Man.
He'll get stopped by a bunch of Wildcats.
That is, you could not ask for anything better than that result right there. As
That
a
should be
defensive
about, is
coordinator.
that 4th down now or 3rd?
That'll bring up.
Should be 4th or 3rd. 3rd down, and the Cats. Oh, there we go.
They'll let you know if it's 3rd down here.
It's a 3rd down. You got to wait for JR.
Yes, you're correct.
3rd down, and we got 2 minutes left in about the first quarter. Cats lead it by 7 here at the Oxford Stadium. Collins out of the shotgun, trying to get something offensive. 3 this side, 1 on the far left, I should say. Looking for the air. He's got plenty of time. Tosses it off, and he gets batted down.
Rice.
Number
Great
25,
job.
Dean Rice.
He cheated this way towards the numbers a little bit, just enough to give Collins an inkling that he had a chance to get that ball into Brody Kosin. But he said, nope, not today, not here in my house.
It looks like they are going to punt it away right now. But again, hard to believe on 2 offensive charges, nothing more.
Oh, and Pavlock back to receive, I think. Partially
Almost blocked. Pavlock grabs and calls to the fair catch.
Ooh, I stand corrected. I'm sorry, Jim. That was Liam O'Neill. Liam O'Neill on the catch.
First down, Wildcats.
I think this Clarkston team is kind of shaking their heads as to what the heck they're looking at. This Oxford team is hungry for a win, especially on homecoming night.
Oh, yeah, big stuff here coming off of that loss last week.
Would it be? It would be awesome to see a nice little shot downfield here. Chuck up the middle, right off of the guard for about a 3-yard gain.
We're coming close to the end of the first quarter. The guys got to stay in or not.
Second down.
About 54 seconds, we get to go to the second quarter, and a very tough Oxford defense helping on the offense out tonight. Hendricks, bad snap,
no.
very bad snap. He'll fall on it, and not where you wanted that to be. Break there for Clarkston as it drops Oxford way back.
That is extremely unfortunate. We saw the same thing, and Jack's coming off, limping off the field. We saw the same thing happen last week, too. For whatever reason, Munson just launches it over Jack's head. I think Oxford might take a timeout here, or I'm sorry, no, end of the first quarter will happen.
At the end of your first quarter, when you score, the Oxford Wildcats 7, the Clarkston Wolves 0.
We're going to take a break here. Our sponsors, we're going to roll the videos. We'll be back in a moment. The score is 7-0. Your Wildcats lead it at the end of 1.
Former members of the military to please stand.
we are back to our second quarter of action in a breakdown. I'll just say defense captured that for Oxford, and some great offense by Oxford, too, on a 4th and 2. They went for it, and it got them a score.
Yeah.
Clarkston's got to be wondering what kind of Oxford team is here tonight. Second quarter, 7-0. We pick it up as the Clarkston Wolves in town, a very strong 91-player Clarkston Wolf team, trying to defeat Oxford chances on a homecoming victory.
All right, a very long third down here, 3rd and 32 to be exact.
On a bad snap, and it'll be almost intercepted there.
Intended for Brody Moore, who was coming on like a skinny post route. Out of Clarkston player's hands.
Almost glad you have Katie on this one.
Yeah, so we're going to have Drew Katie come out. Last week he averaged only about 30, I think it was 36 yards a punt, which if you do some quick math here, that doesn't even put us to the 50-yard line from where we're at right now. So it's
Drew Katie, Jay's brother.
You're correct. The older brother of the two.
Captain of the team this year is Jay Katie, number 6.
Great.
And you said about the 50, and that's about where it is, and he's going to run it.
Oh, that's blocking the back on Brody Moore. I don't know how that's not called.
And a very favorable run by Clarkston on that one.
Yeah, Stevens on about a, call it 51-yard return, sets them up fairly nicely at the 4-yard line. I'm really not sure, though, how that block in the back didn't get called.
On a pretty big play and a run back.
I formation, going to be a handoff up the middle. They are fighting hard, and that is going to be a Wolves touchdown by Lucas Bowman.
Who scored that?
Lucas Bowman is going to have a
number
15.
Okay. That was a run-in, too.
You're correct. Yeah, just off tackle there. Was able to stretch it over the goal line, and referees agreed that it was a touchdown.
It gets blocked.
That is blocked. That's huge. That could be an absolutely crucial play coming down.
Not right now. Well, I guess we could. Yeah, go ahead. We might as well. Go ahead. I want to remind you once again, our football coverage tonight is brought to you by 3 of our great local companies. The Detroit Wing Company. Stop by, pick up that entire tailgate from the Detroit Wing Company. Barron Industries, who turned, guess what? Guess how old are they? They're 100 years old, and they're helping us out. And our good friends at the Oxford Bank. You need a hometown bank? Go to the Oxford Bank. And that could be a big break for Oxford right there. Missed extra point there on a block. And Oxford still leading it by 1. But we did see them capitalize on a run back.
They did, unfortunately. Great punt by Drew Katie.
Got to about the 50 like where you said it would. But that guy, who was it? He ran that back.
Mr. Stevens, Desmond Stevens.
And a big kick here for Clarkston.
Let it go out of bounds. Yes. We'll take that. That's going to be great starting field position for Oxford.
That'll bring them up to what, the 20?
Desmond Stephen last year was all-state, all-region, all-conference last year, and he's got a slew of D1 offers. I believe he eventually committed to Boston College, so
We may see him in the big leagues, eh?
You'll see him on Saturdays, that's for sure. Little spin move off the left side.
And that'll be a first down by
Luke Johnson.
Luke Johnson on the carry.
McCombie, the ball carrier. Brought down by linebacker.
Huh? Over center, looking for the air, and he gets it, but he'll get dropped right before he even catches it, number 6.
Stevens
It
was
drops,
there to meet him.
drops him hard. Katie takes it right down to the earth. Hendricks had a great execution there, but that play was red.
I realize that that's the play design, but Jack's got to realize that he's putting his player, his teammate, in a
Katie
line of
comes off the
fire.
field, and he is feeling it pretty bad right now.
I mean, he got
absolutely
plummeted, rocked that last
Right
play.
down.
Already kind of being injured.
Brody Moore checking out. Hendricks.
Wasn't like it was a bad tackle, great form tackle on Clarkston's part. Just
Hendricks over center, 2 in the backfield. Looking to go to the air once again. Oh boy, it
overthrew
would have
Ian
been great,
Jones.
and that would have been intended for number 48, Ian Jones.
With this too high safety defense that Clarkston's going to put up, that middle of the field, as soon as he's past linebacker coverage, that middle of the field is going to be open all night. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go back to that.
Well, how many we got watching the stream tonight? Do we have a lot of people watching us?
We are sitting at 62 so far.
Good to have you
62.
guys on the stream. Call and tell your friends. That's why we're here. Hendricks in the shotgun. He's got 3 on this side, 1 on the far left. Takes it out of the shotgun. Heavy cover, and that'll get dropped over to Brody. Almost number 20 to McConey. He got carried twice like it was wrestling. And that'll bring up, he didn't get for, obviously, still backed up in, again, not faring so well in that last play. And they will punt it away towards Clarkston. Big kick.
Wow.
And that'll go to
Mr. Stevens.
Stevens, and he'll call for the fair catch.
Hi, Sophia. Hi, Steve. Dragon fan Tim. Welcome. Thank you for the score update. Lake Orion leads Stony 13-0 currently. Clarkston will take over on the 23-yard line.
How many minutes we got there?
Outside of the first series for them, this is going to be the furthest backed up they've been. I think you're going to see Stevens get involved a lot more on.
Oh yeah, I think they're going to use him a lot.
Yeah.
As they should.
Oh, nice job. Oh, Sean Wilson with first contact. Man, Collins does not stop moving his feet. He was wrapped up, or at least an arm tackle twice. and we could not capitalize. Could have been a tackle for a loss, but we were not able to bring him down.
Once again, great to have you along with us on Oxford football tonight. 8:26 in the second quarter. Your Cats lead it by 1, 7-6 on a homecoming night.
Brody Kosin lined up on the far side of the field, and it's going to be
out of the shotgun, number 10, Brady Collins. Collins and passes it away, and he'll get dropped right at the pass.
Oh, and they're going to call it incomplete. And called incomplete
number
pass.
88 on an incomplete.
Thankfully,
Brody Kosin.
We don't have the review capabilities here, Jim.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
not yet.
Hey, you never know.
We get more sponsors, we can do it.
Yeah, but do you think they're going to call up here?
Yeah.
You know, the referees going to call up here? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe someday.
Uh-oh, guess what? It's a big third down.
Going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brody Moore checking back in. And the defense will get down to business again. Brady Collins looking to go to the air, and they are
wide
and
open.
they will go to the air, and they get the first down. Number 88, Brody Cousins.
Yes, that call it a couple things. Could have been. We might be dark. If we're dark, we apologize. Had a little bit of a malfunction on our end, but technical difficulties. Roll with the punches as best we can, and we should be back to you guys here in
okay, it's a
short
Clarkston
seconds.
drive right now, and we are seeing Clarkston marching a little bit heavier down than the first few possessions. Brady Collins out of the shotgun. He's got a full array to pass, and he hands it off. Double reverse, number 5. And the Cats will try to stop him. He's on the run, still running.
Luke Johnson on the sure tackle down at the very end here.
Double reverse.
You watched it in the pregame. You watched that same play happen,
Yes.
and you called it. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see that happen during the game, and sure enough.
Big enough play here for the
Clarkston is going to have a 1st and goal look. They're going to come out in a 3-receiver set and 1 tight end to the far side, which is probably going to be Kosin disguised as it, but he's actually going to be a blocking tight end. You're going to have Holden Jones and Dean Rice in on that tackle.
And Jones, 2nd down.
That's Clarkston's 10-yard line, right? Hey, that's Clarkston's 10-yard line. I'm trying to score this. Is that considered Clarkston's or Oxford's 10-yard line? They're asking me. That would be Clarkston's. Oh.
4 wide set. Kosin looks to the right. Evan Geringer was on coverage over there. He had 2 or 3 pass breakups against the tough and also extremely athletic Brody Prescorn from last week. They think they have a matchup there, but EG has them locked down on that side of the field. Nobody's getting a pass thrown over there if he's in the vicinity.
Big third down as JR calls it. 5:13 left here in the second. Cats trying to get out of this one. They are backed up heavily and timeout right now. Let's give us a chance to say thank you to our sponsors. Again, the Detroit Wing Company bringing you and all these football games. You can pick up your entire tailgate. Delicious tailgate at Detroit Wing Company. Also, Barron Industries, happy 100 years, and thank you for supporting us here in Oxford. Our friends from Barron Industries. If you need a bank and you want a bank to save at or maybe make a loan, Oxford's hometown bank. It's easy to remember. It's Oxford Bank.
I see you guys in live chat kind of letting us know about the volume. We're going to do a little bit of adjustments. Let us know if it's any better as we go on through the next couple minutes here.
And here it goes. This is it, big third down. Number 10 in the backfield. He's got one stacked and
Stevens, he dives in over the pylon.
And that should be a
and
touchdown.
Be
Call it a
touchdown
touchdown,
on
yes.
Clarkston, yes. But there is a flag on the play.
We'll find out what the flag is, but he did dive in. That was a good run by Stevens. I don't care who you are, and you saw that. But it could be, if it's against Oxford, I'm sure it'll be negated.
The coach, three coaching members of the coaching staff for Oxford were in the ear of this this side judge, going absolutely nuts over something, and I couldn't figure out what it was, but something was from the head referee tonight.
It might be still a touchdown. We'll wait to find out. And again, they're really confusing right now.
Yeah. He's getting a lengthy explanation.
And the Clarkston Wolves have come alive here in the last half hour.
As of right now, touchdown brings the score to 12-7 with 5 minutes, 4 seconds to play.
Did they already score that, though?
Yeah, that's the question right now, and I think the referees aren't even sure what's going on.
We'll have the answer shortly. Great to have you with us live tonight. Our audio, I hope, is okay. Are we doing good there or what? Huh? Is it?
Sounds better.
Well, we appreciate you letting us know that. Thank you. And
I saw a handful of calls. I want to say they're gonna
call that.
Okay, so the call was an unsportsmanlike penalty on Clarkston, and Oxford is. I don't know if they've elected to or that the penalty will automatically be enforced in on the kickoff. But coaching staff on our sideline is not happy about it whatsoever.
Look.
Bunch formation on the left, a quick little motion in. Play action. They're trying to get Desmond Stevens open, and that ball is thrown too high out of the reach of Ryan Rector.
They didn't get it?
They did not. So that brings the score, stays at 12-7. Oxford has about 5 minutes to work with.
Were they going on that 2-pointer, or were they trying to get?
They were trying to get a 2-point conversion there, so that was a no good. They wanted it to go to Stevens, but he was tied up in traffic.
So that 12-7, very important right now, because one score up and you're still
Extremely.
2 up. So I'd say the kicking game of Katie, very important to us tonight. Hope you guys are having fun watching it. If you are having a great time, let our station know. Give us a call on our 248-628-9658. Say, hey, we love these football games. We want to thank our 3 sponsors a lot. Again, we can't thank you enough for letting us do this. our broadcast team tonight. I want to thank them. They make us look good here. Dan Zweiss, he ate 2 apples today. Also, we have Joe Hollywood Calhoun on the sidelines, Jebediah Calhoun, and above, way above, we send the lady up top, Marissa Haruska, and the man who stands for the whole game and takes care of his family, Travis Wilson. I'm Jim Hughes, and we're bringing you football here from the stadium. And once again, very important, not getting the last, the extra point or even the 2-point conversion could be very important for Oxford tonight. But
Squib kick. Ian Jones is going to take it.
Ian Jones will get up to about maybe the 48-yard line.
Yeah, call it the 48. Not a bad place to start whatsoever.
Why not? Take a squib, and we'll take it right up to the front.
Absolutely.
Right in front of us here in the booth. Again, like you said, the guy we're going to want to watch for the rest of the night is Stevens.
Yeah, Stevens, I think, it has not even been touched realistically as to his capabilities tonight offensively. You've seen him been in on quite a few key plays on defense.
Right.
But I would venture to guess that Stevens, we're going to be calling his name quite a bit on offense.
One thing, next year he'll be gone. And we'll get no gain on the play on a great pass there into number 25, and that was Rice on the catch.
Yeah, Colin Cortman, a senior corner, on the tackle for Clarkston. He checks out with Adam Denver taking over, also a senior. I'm sorry, they just switched sides of the field. I thought they were checking in and out, though. Trips to the left of Jack in a pistol formation.
Hendricks on a pass over to...
Intercepted. Tipped at the line and intercepted by
threw it away to number 32. And that goes to Caleb Trigolet.
Jack does come in with a handful of interceptions on the year. Wasn't that it was a bad decision, just it being tipped at the line doesn't help. And unfortunately, that's going to count against him as an interception. He had 3 last week against Adams. A couple crucial time frames as well on those 3. Yeah, Stevens and Kosen lined up on the right side. Kosen motioning towards us.
In the shotgun looking for the air, and it is caught by, guess who?
Man.
Number 88, Brandy Kosen.
Yeah.
Big gain.
That'd be a 25-plus yard gain there for Kosen. To me, from here, it almost looked like the ball was way out of reach, but his wingspan is compensated for the difference quite easily.
Out of the shotgun once again. Looking to keeper, and he'll take it around and stopped up.
Wow. Number 60, Brendan Cass, laying the wood out there tonight. He had 5.5 tackles and 1 tackle for a loss last week. First half, not very productive on the defense side of the ball, and then all of a sudden, second half, the guy was all over the place. Collins with 2 receivers or running backs to his right. Stevens running to the right side. He's going to gain 8
maybe
yards.
6 yards. Extra point chance or the 2-point conversion, Cats would feel a little more comfortable going in.
All right, Coaston's going to line up as a tight end on the field side of the formation.
Collins out of the shotgun. And it'll be
second touchdown for number 15, Bowman. Lucas Bowman with his second touchdown of the night from about, call it 6 yards out or so. Kind of seems like they bit into the fan momentum here. The stadium's gone kind of quiet, at least on the Oxford side of things. And Clarkston stands has finally filled up. Number 30.
Going to go for the extra, well, for 3.
Eddie Langton for the try, and he puts it through the uprights. Will bring the score 19-7.
Clarkston 19, Oxford 7.
And that is putting the hurt on Oxford a little bit right now as before they hit the locker room, 19-7. And what looked like a very strong Oxford defense with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. What are you going to do?
I've yet to see Luke Johnson really involved. So I'm really wondering if he's possibly injured, and that's why he's not on the field. I mean, I think he's carried the ball twice.
Yeah.
Last week, he was on the field again for 98% of the time, carried the ball 14 times and 75 yards, averages out to just about 5.25 roughly per carry.
And lining up for the kick. Number 30, Eddie Langton. And the Cats, if they can get one in here, would be very favorable. Going to go for the run on this one. Going to take it down. He may go for all the way. He's going to cut back, and he'll get up to about the 48.
There we go. That's exactly a big play that we needed there. Eddie Langton on the tackle was the savior of a potential touchdown, that Pavlak, with about a 45-yard.
Who carried that?
Pavlak.
Okay. And Oxford could use one to go in right now at least. Big pass off to Johnson.
Dump pass to Johnson.
For about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah. They did that last week. And Adam snuffed it out, I think, 3 of the 4 times that we went to that sort of play where it's just a little dump pass.
Quick offense here. Hendricks in the shotgun, and he's got 4 wide, 3 this side, 1, 2, 5 wides.
Yeah, 5 wides.
5 wides, sending everybody out to the home base downtown.
We went to this formation last week and drove down.
Heavy defense pushing through. We're going to pass it and get and we'll go out of bounds, and that'll be a first down.
Brody Moore on the reception. Last week we went to this hurry-up offense. We went 5 wide. And it was great to see. Something a little bit different than what we're used to, that kind of that ground and pound running offense to a no-huddle 5-wide spread, a much different look. Jack's going to get taken down, unfortunately, for a 15-yard loss. Kosin in on that tackle, as well as Nick Wazenko. Timeout, Oxford, to stop the clock at 51 seconds. It's going to be a long second down. I want to say it's probably going to be right around 2nd and call it 19 maybe.
Once again, next week we're going to be on the road to, I guess, what is it, Stony Creek?
Yeah, we'll be on the road to Stony Creek next week.
And you can see that live here on
Right.
our YouTube Live. Coming up at the half, we are going to roll our videos from the, of course, none other than our good friends at Barron Industries, Detroit Wing Company. Good stuff here. Hope you guys are having a good one. Go ahead, Travis. What?
We're good. Trying a little bit of different camera work. Got us up in the booth tonight. Jim, say hi to the fans.
Hi,
out on
fans. How are
LCTV.
you? How many
Something a
people
little
are
bit
watching
different.
us tonight, actually?
Last I looked, we were around the 80 mark.
That's not
So
bad.
Not too bad at all. We appreciate everybody that chimes in and the live chat. Usually
Yeah.
Steve and Sophia are up there, and then we have a couple Lake Orion fans chime in as well.
Okay, we're back to it almost here, and Oxford has got to march it in, and actually it would be very beneficial before they hit the locker room. Again, a very tough Clarkston showing up in the beginning part of the second.
Yes. With about 51 seconds to go and one timeout, you're probably going to see some throws that are going to be real
Big
close
loss
to the
there, about a
sideline.
15-yard loss, man,
Yeah.
and I tell you, they got a lot to dig out of here.
I think to get into field
Hendricks
goal
looking
range.
to go. He's going long. And that might be pass interference.
I think it
Not
just,
called, though.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I think that he either just tripped under his
Can I
own
get it?
feet,
I
or
think it's under, yeah.
the
Sorry.
Clarkston players and Champagne's
Chum.
feet
Thanks, sorry.
just got tangled up. Looks like we are going to stay on the field, of course, for 3rd and 23.
45
but we're
ticks,
going to
yeah.
go to a huddle instead of the no huddle offense that we had.
45 ticks here.
4 wide with Johnson in the backfield to the left of Jack.
Jack
Wow.
gets out of it. That was a great scramble. But he did get out of it, and that was wonderful scrambling by
A little
Jack.
bit of Houdini work there by Hendricks to get out of there and not take another sack. Then get eyes downfield and almost completed on a corner route to Brody Moore.
Right. 33 left on the clock before they hit the locker room and halftime presentations get underway. Obviously, I believe it's going to be king and queen. That's what they do here. Again, 19-7 on a very awoke Clarkston Wolf team.
We have Katie in to a punt. I think it's a smart call. Hopefully you pin him back inside their 20. That is a high punt.
And he's going to run it. They got nothing to lose.
Pavlok is stiff-armed to the ground. And we have O'Neal and Luke Johnson. Liam O'Neal and Luke Johnson in on that tackle. Stevens was able to bring it up to the 40-yard line with 18 seconds to go. Hopefully, Coach Line sees the opportunity that Clarkston has of potentially putting up more points. Not likely, but you never know with 18 seconds to go. Steve, which guy is 7 feet tall? Brody Cosen is quite tall, number 88 and number 5. Stevens also quite tall, but on the field, I think our team in general is not as tall. He's 6'2". There's a handful of players that Oxford has around
Four wideouts for the Clarkston Wolves. 10 on the man. He passes it. It goes to number 5, and he'll get dropped.
With the high throw by Collins. Stevens didn't have a chance to be able to make any sort of play, and Luke Johnson was right there to gobble it up. Nice little solo tackle, great form tackle there on Stevens.
Once again, we will be taking a break here shortly. We do cover halftime presentation, but we'll run to our special videos coming up here. Again, we are hoping you're enjoying our coverage here. We'll be on the road to Stony Creek next week. And again, we appreciate all our sponsors tonight.
Steve, that would be Desmond Stevens. Again, he announced his commitment to Boston College in June of this year. So wasn't even a senior just yet, but was able to commit had, I want to say it was 18 D1 offers. Ultimately decided to go to Boston College.
Want to say this last night, we were covering swimming and diving for Oxford. A big victory last night for Oxford. They picked up a win, 142-25. Swim and dive last night here at the Natatorium. Dan Weiss and I were both in attendance, and the ladies were flying off the board and swimming in the lanes, 142-25. And thanks to Jackie Rank and the entire swimming staff. Back to live action here. Cats hoping just to get out of this one.
Quarterback draw.
And they will drop him at about maybe about a 6-yard gain.
That's going to bring us to a third and
I think we're going to hear it. I think we're going to hear it. Here it comes. Here we go.
With about 5 seconds left.
Are we going to do the third down here? Here we go.
That never gets old, Jim.
It never gets old. It's like
this stadium is rocking.
We can hear them. Big third down.
Jacob Childress in for the Wildcats, number 4 right here closest to us.
5 seconds on the clock. This is a big play, and I mean a big third down. In motion.
Stevens in motion.
Handoff, and they need to stop him. And
Great
Johnson
job.
puts him to the ground.
Luke.
That'll end the second end of the first half. We're going to take it to our sponsors right now. We'll be back. The score right now, 19-7. Your Cats are down. We'll see you after halftime. We're going to our sponsors.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your 2023 Oxford Homecoming Halftime. Let's draw your attention to the 50-yard line for your OHS varsity dancing. Security.